Hi everyone, welcome to day 28 of the speaking challenge. So for my today practice, I'm going to practice my reading skills instead of talking about my plans for the upcoming October. I only can say that I'm going to take part in the upcoming October speaking challenge, and I also want to attend the online group lesson with Jonathan. I know that I promised to prepare my questions for it. I promise to prepare them as soon as I can and then send them to you, Jonathan. Mm, so I'm going to read for a while, and if I have time, I'm going to work on my day of the word. So this little passage called Build It Before You Need It. Build a little community of those you love and who love you. Forget the images we all have in our heads of the desperate out of work individuals scooping up every business card inside while fervently mingling at business conventions and job hunting events. The great myth of networking is that you start reaching out to others only when you need something like a job. In reality, people who have the largest circle of contacts, mentors, and friends know that you must reach out to others long before you need anything at all. George, for example, is a smart guy in his 20s who was introduced to me through a mutual friend. George worked in public relations in New York and aspired to start his own PR business. He asked me to lunch one day looking for advice and encouragement. 10 minutes after we sat down, I knew he was on the wrong track. Have you started to reach out to potential clients? I asked. No, he told me. I'm taking it step by step. My plan is to work my way up in my current company to a point where I can afford to leave. Then I'll incorporate, get an office, and start searching for my first customers. I don't want to start meeting with potential clients until I can present myself as a credible PR person with my own firm. Hmm, you've got it totally backwards, I told him. You're setting yourself up for failure. My advice was to start finding future clients today. Had he thought about what kind of industry he wanted to specialize in? Had he thought about where the top people in that industry hang out? Once he could answer those questions, the next step was to go hand with this new circle of people. The most important thing is to get to know these people as friends, not potential clients, customers, I said. Though you're right about one thing, no matter how friendly you are, if the people you approach are any good at what they do, they won't hire you right off the bat to do their PR, which is why you should offer your services for free, at least at first. For instance, maybe you can volunteer your time to a nonprofit organization they're involved in, or aid at publicizing a school fundraiser their kids are involved in. But won't my employer be angry at my expending so much energy on other things? George asked. Doing good work for your employer comes first, I told him. Finding time to manage your outside work is your responsibility. Concentrate on an industry that your present employer doesn't service. Remember, if you haven't done the necessary legwork on the day you decide to open your own business, you'll be back at your old job in no time flat. So, I should work for these people for free? Absolutely, I said. Today you are unproven and breaking in is tough. Eventually, you'll have a growing circle of people who have seen your work and who believe in you. That's the kind of connections you're looking to create if you're going to start a business or if you're looking to change jobs or careers. At some point, while you're still working for your current employer, start looking to turn one of your contacts into a real paying client. Once you've got established once you've got an established client that will provide references and create some word of mouth, you're halfway home. Then, and only then, It's time to go back to your company and ask to go half time, or better yet, turn them into your second big client. If you quit at that point, you've hedged your bets. You have a group of people who will help transition you into a new career. The last half hour of our lunch was spent thinking about all the people he already knew who could help him get started. I offered a name or two from my own network, and George's confidence started to soar. I'm confident that now, when he reaches out, his interactions won't be tainted by desperation. He'll be looking for ways to help others, and everyone can benefit from a little bit of that. The ideas behind starting a business aren't that different from the ideas that will make you a hot commodity within your company, not to mention give your job security. I know that's hard to believe given the current job environment. According to a recent study of business school programs, the percentage of MBAs in 2004 who were without a job 3 months after graduation tripled from the year before to an alarming 20%. Scores of people are out of work or living in dread that the axe will fall on their heads. A blizzard of pink slips has convinced job seekers that they must do more than scan the help wanted ads or send resumes. Too often we get caught up efficiently doing ineffective things, focusing solely on the work that will get us through the day. The idea isn't to find oneself in another environment tomorrow, be it a new job or a new economy, but to be constantly creating the environment and community you want for yourself, no matter what may occur. Creating such a community, however, is not a short term solution or one off activity only to be used when necessary. The dynamics of building a relationship is necessarily incremental. You cannot literally gain someone's trust and commitment little by little over time. Right now, there are countless ways you can begin to create the kind of community that can help further your career. You can, first, create a community that can help further your career. I'm sorry, first, create a company approved project that will force you to learn new skills and introduce you to new people within your company. Second, take on leadership position in the hobbies and outside organizations that interest you. Third, join your local alumni club and spend time with people who are doing the jobs you'd like to be doing. And fourth, um, enroll in a class at a community college on a subject that relates to either the job you're doing now or a job you see yourself doing in the future. All of these suggestions will help you meet new people. And the law of probability ensures that the more new people you know, the more opportunities will come your way and the more help you'll get at critical junctures in your career. My first year in business school, I started consulting with my friend Ted Smith, who is now president of the media division at the large magazine publishing company Read Business Information. The idea wasn't to create a sustainable consulting company that we would run after school. Instead, we wanted to offer our knowledge and work ethic to small companies for cut rate prices. In exchange, we'd learn about new industries, gain real world skills, and have a list of references and contacts when we graduated, as well as make some ready cash. What about the world you inhabit right now? Are you making the most of the connections you already have? Imagine for a moment that all your family and friends and associates are a part of a garden. Take a stroll through that relationship garden. What do you see? If you're like most people, you see a tiny parcel of cleanly cut grass that represents the usual suspects of an ordinary Rolodex. It consists of your immediate friends, co-workers, and business partners, the most obvious people. Your real network, however, is an overgrown jungle with an infinite variety of hidden nooks and crannies that are being neglected. Your potential for connecting is, at this moment, far bigger than you realize. All around you are golden opportunities to develop relationships with people you know, who know people you don't know, who know even more people. There are a number of things that you can do to harness the power of your pre-existing network. Have you investigated the friends and contacts of your parents? How about your siblings? Your friends from college and grad school? What about your church, bowling league, or gym? How about your doctor or lawyer or relator or broker? In business, we often say that your best customers are the customers you have now. In other words, your most successful sales leads come from the selling you've already done. The highest returns don't come from new sales, they come on top of the customers base you've already established. It's easiest to reach out to those people who are at least tangentially, I don't know, part of your network. The big hurdles of networking revolve around the cold calls, meeting of new people, and all the activities that involve engaging the unknown. But the first step has nothing to do with strangers. You should start connecting with the people you do know. Focus on your immediate network, friends of friends, old acquaintances from school and family. I suspect you've never asked your cousins, brothers, or brothers-in-law if they know anyone that they could introduce you to help fulfill your goals. Everyone from your family to your mailman is a portal to an entirely new set of folks. So don't wait until you're out of a job or on your own to begin reaching out to others. You've got to create a community of colleagues and friends before you need it. Others around you are far more likely to help you if they already know and like you. Start gathering now. You won't believe the treasures to be found within your own backyard. Oof, I'm done. Thanks for watching. Um, Hope you enjoyed this and found it useful and interesting. And I wish you everyone have a nice morning, day, evening, or night. And see you tomorrow. Bye bye.